Now, I find this discussion to be absolutely fascinating. Apparently, in France, in the middle of a heat wave, a father spent nearly 400 euros to donate 10 brand new fans to his daughter's preschool, where temperatures reached 40 degrees in some classrooms. After a visit from an inspector, the school was forced to remove the devices. The academic inspectorate explained that all equipment installed needs to worship the government's bureaucracy, right? Like, can you imagine, like, politicians that are paid around 10,000 euros a month? They are slaving over figuring out what new regulations to be made. And so if you could just, like, fix a problem by donating a fan, then what are we doing here, right? Like, the entire system collapses. Okay. The interesting thing is not that this happened, although if you ask me, like, is it a problem that in a classroom there's 40 degrees Celsius? Like, on one hand, I genuinely want teachers to suffer. Like, I honestly enjoy it, you know? Like, teachers are probably the main reason why society is as bad as it is today, like, with all the safetyism and with all the environmentalism and bullshit. Like, the teachers could have stopped it, but they chose not to, right? Either because they're cowards or because they genuinely wanted this society. And so if they actually get to suffer in 40 degrees Celsius, I feel good about it. Like, I'm happy that this is the case. On the other hand, there's also children, right? And so it's a complex issue. Like it's actually a moral conundrum here. Like, how much do I care about other people's children versus how much do I want teachers to suffer? You see, now I'm placed in a predicament. But obviously, like, the reality is that the school should have had air conditioning, right? Like, France is not a savage place. It's not a nation that cannot figure out the mysteries of the air conditioning. If China can have air conditioning for pigs, I am pretty sure that France can also have air conditioning for children, right? But unfortunately, I guess it can't. So it's up to the father in order to bring the ventilators to school. Now, the interesting thing is the people that are simping for the system, the safety worshippers, right? Like, a normal, sane individual would come out and they would say, yeah, you know what? Like, this is kind of fucked up. Like, I understand safetyism. I understand that institutions are cowards. But, like, come on. Like, at some point, you know, we need to do an audit. It's like, do we really want to live like this? Like, is this genuinely a good way of living? And if not, like, in a democracy, like, surely we can get the will of the people to revert some of the changes. But no, instead we get a person that basically says the interaction is good, but the execution is not. If a child gets a shock from the fan, oh my goodness, yes. So, like, these are the fans, yes? What if a child gets electrocuted? There is a story in Romania, which is called The Stupidity of the Human Race. And the story is about a guy that comes home and he sees his wife and his wife mother freaking out that there's a big statue on top that could potentially fall on the child. And they're freaking out and they're already imagining the child dead, right? And so, like, the person is wondering, like, are these women mental? You know, it's an actual Romanian story. It's really great, right? The stupidity of the human race. This is what I'm seeing here, right? Like, we can't have fans. What if a child electrocutes himself? I mean, if the possibility exists, right? Like 0.1%. I mean, by this logic, how do they go to school? What if while they're going to school, a car knocks into them? Right? Like by this idea of maximizing safety, children should not do anything. Like we should be paralyzed into inaction. What if something happens, right? Like, right now, I'm talking to you, right? Like, what if lightning falls from the sky? And what if my computer catches fire? Like, right? Holy fucking shit. Oh, my goodness. So, what if the fan catches fire because a counterfeit part from something like Temu or some low-cost Chinese knockoff? Whose fault is it? Okay, so now China is a nation that's extremely dangerous, which could cause the fans to just explode, right? And a person basically says, it's like, well, dude, it's a fan, right? It has double insulation, so no ground, no way to get a shock. And the person is like, yes, but it's not European regulation. And if it's not European, well, the fan is going to start electrocuting the children like Raiden. My fucking God, like, imagine living with these people. Holy fucking shit. You know, if the fan electrocutes someone, well, if the fan electrocutes someone, we used to call it a freak accident, right? Like back in my day. Or you would blame the father, or you would blame the store. Like, you can find someone to blame, but the idea, it's like, okay, well, because maybe it could happen, right? Like, even though everybody has a fan at home, right? Like, it was a fan from a store that he bought in France, right? He didn't actually travel to China and got one from the black market, I assume. Like, it's just a normal fan, right? But, like, what if potentially it turns into the God of Thunder and starts electrocuting everyone? I don't know, man. What if a kid dies out of a heat stroke? Like, is that not something that we get? Like, yeah, seriously, he can get a heat stroke, 40 degrees Celsius. Holy fucking shit, right? But no, like, we gotta be paralyzed into inaction. And again, I understand it's because institutions are cowards. And they're cowards because of the society we live in, because too much responsibility is being placed on an institution, right? Like, it's the idea that you can't just accept, okay, a freak accident happened. No, someone has to be blamed, right? Who gets to be blamed? The teacher, the school. And so, like, the school goes, you know what? How about your kid gets to be cooked? 40 degrees Celsius. We don't fucking care. We're not going to risk getting sued, right? So get cooked. Sargon was also bitching about this. He was complaining about McDonald's. He was basically saying, like, when he was a kid, McDonald's had playgrounds and they were beautiful, and now it's sterilized, and look at the horrors of capitalism. And I was like, no, Sargon. It's because of moral fog people like you, okay? That back in the day, they went there and they said, oh my goodness, you know, McDonald's is trying to make kids fat. Look, like they're using playgrounds to attract children. Fast food is making kids fat. And then they started suing, right? If a kid runs around in a park and trips, boys will be boys. If a kid runs around a McDonald's and trips, $1 million lawsuit. And so, like, companies will get the memo, right? Like, they understand, oh, parents concerned. All right, well, we're going to become the current corporations that they're now. Sanitized, boring, and bland. Because this is what moral individuals deserve, right? Like, individuals that are too concerned. What if it happens? Oh my goodness, it's not safe. Okay, you deserve to live in a world that's boring, bland, and safe. There. And so, also with 40 degrees Celsius, right? Very hot, 40 degrees Celsius. Holy shit, Jesus. Again, like, I don't understand, like, how the teachers managed. Like, you know what they would do in Romania? They would just have the fan. Oh, the inspector is coming. You hide the fan, and when the inspector leaves, you bring back up the fan, because you're not going to fucking die in the heat, because some, like, retard, which probably has air conditioning in his office, right, gets to come up and say how things are like. Or you can just bribe the inspector, for fuck's sakes. Like, are we not human anymore? It's like, okay, it's a fan. Here's like 100 euros. Just look the other fucking way. Come on, man, it's the children. Like, you want them to cook? Like, you really want them to cook? Just like, look the other way. Do something else. You know, don't you have kids at home? Do they have to go to school? Nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. It's just a fan. Or you just pay the fine. You know, fuck it, fine. How much do I need to pay? What is the punishment if I have a fan? You know, like when are Westerners going to start thinking like this? Like, I understand, you know, they constantly, like, freak out over Black Lives Matter and civil rights and shit, but what about your fucking rights? You know, like, your kids' rights. Do they need to cook in a school? Like, is this, you know? Like, so, like, you can do, like, civil disobedience by milkshaking Sargon of Akkad, but, like, you can't do a little bit of civil disobedience and tell the inspector to go fuck himself. I'm just saying, I don't know, this is like, this is something that wouldn't happen in my country. No, like, there would be, like, so many alternatives. The inspector would have difficulty walking home because there would be parents at every corner asking him, like, do you really have nothing better to do? Oh, but the law, yes, I know what the law says, but I'm asking you, right? I'm asking you, like, do you literally have nothing better to do? I mean, again. Let me know what you guys think, and as usual, we'll see each other in the comment section. Take care.